It's Women's History Month, and two Black women who made local history in Youngstown are featured in this month's Buckeye Review. It's time to check in with Editor-in-Chief Dontera Terrell to see what is trending on the BuckeyeReview.com. Great to see you.
Yes, great to see you as well. And let me just add, the sunshine, did you well. You look great. I know you were in Florida for a few days.
Oh yeah, I went to your neck of the woods, and I tried to get as much as I could, but it's not easy when you start from this, pale from a very cold winter that we've had. So yeah.
I'm glad you got your time away. And you
yeah. So nice. Let's talk about this month, though, because this is also Women's History Month, and we're learning about two local women, Mary Ella Lovett Belton and Betty W. Armstrong. Can you briefly share what each of them is known for in terms of their achievements?
Yes, so we are closing Women's History Month out with a bang, and we love highlighting local pioneers who made not just local history, but national history as well. If you start with Mary Ella Belton, she was the first Black woman hired in 1940 as a teacher for Youngstown School District. So that is a huge accomplishment and a heavy feat, especially during that time period. She taught at Butler School for nearly 20 years. And she also was the first Black elementary school supervisor. In 1968 was the first woman principal in the city. So those are accolades deserving of applause and just worthy of praise. And then when you go into Betty W. Armstrong, she passed away at 92 in 2022. And so she lived a very good life, to live until 92 years old. So she's seen a bit of everything that transpired throughout her lifetime. She made history in 1953, becoming the first Black librarian in the Public Library of Youngstown in Mahoning County. She was also a charter member of one of the Divine Nine organizations, which is Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And she was also a charter member of the Youngstown chapter of Negro Business and Professional Women's Club. So again, we love highlight the women within our area who made stride and sort of passed the torch.
Also in the spring season that we are upon now, thankfully, we're also focusing on freshening up our wardrobes and makeup. Over the weekend, you got to check out the New You Beauty Awards. Which makeup brands, I'm wondering, stood out to you? And maybe, is there anything that you thought we should add into our routines? Who was highlighted in these awards?
Well, you know what? It's their 10th anniversary. And let me first just say it was a room filled of just inspiration and so many different individuals from all walks of life. First, we had Cynthia Bailey, which for those of you who are Real Housewives fans, she is a cast member of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We also had The Bachelorette season 20, Charity Lawson. And I would say one of the stories that stuck out to me the most was Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you're familiar, she has a very popular makeup brand that sold worldwide in various stores. And she talked about, not necessarily having that support in the beginning, but betting on herself and believing in herself.
This award is an award that I would love to share with all entrepreneurs. I came to this country 34 years ago without speaking the language, without one penny in my pocket.
And also, a lot of times we might get deterred because we don't have that seed money, or we look at everyone else's highlight reels and not focus on our own individual brands and what we have to offer. So she had a very inspiring story, and she also has a new memoir that's coming out, Raising Brows, which highlight her story and her career trajectory, just climbing from the top, coming from another country and making it as a huge success in the United States.
Oh yeah, Raising Brows, not just with the story, which I want to read, but also with her product. So a lot of us, yeah. And Patrick Ta was on the list. I really need to try those eyeshadows. But let's talk more about all of your stuff next month. Dontera, thank you so much for joining here. We're out of time, but you can read all of these stories and much more over on the BuckeyeReview.com. Dontera, great to see you as always.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me.